Hi, it's Sally-Shakti, and this is your Writing and Thriving full moon journaling practice for the Virgo full moon on the 7th of March, 2023. I'm standing up for this one. I'm excited. I'm in my body, and that's where I want to share from in today's session, in today's video, and that's where I want to invite you to be too. So to start with, I'm going to speak about the astrological energies that are coming in with this Virgo full moon that's happening on Tuesday, 7th of March. And then, as usual, in these videos, I'll invite you into your full moon journaling practice. Okay, so to start with, we have so much energy. In March, we have so much energy in Aries that is lighting us up, igniting our creative fire, getting us ready for rebirth, new beginnings. If you are a visionary writer or creative, it is your time. The passion of your creative fire is reigniting, and we're also learning how to cultivate our creative fire and our creative energy without perhaps may have been a past pattern burning up or burning out that is losing motivation, energy, or focus through procrastination or through feeling blocked and unable to express. That's what I'm calling burning up. It's when that energy just kind of flares and then peters out, dissipates, disappears. And also how to there's been for me, I know, and for many creative visionaries and writers that I've been speaking to, the tendency to burn out, where we can put too much energy into a project and leave ourselves depleted and empty. So in March specifically, and I spoke about this in my weekly video on Monday, that's the weekly video from what are the dates on that one? 27th of February to the 5th of March. I was speaking a lot about how to, about the energies that are coming in to support us this month, to be with our creativity, to cultivate our creativity, to reignite the ways we work creatively in the world with our energy in a much, much more supportive way for us to bring our creativity into the world. I'm going to be also doing a series of lives on my Facebook page and in my Facebook group to support us through that, through March. That's going to be on Thursdays, Thursday 9th, 16th, 23rd and 30th of March. I'll be live, and we'll be moving through these energies together to really anchor in this new way of being with our creative energy so that we can move it forward in our lives and in the world. And that's what I want to talk about in relation to this full moon in Virgo that's happening on Tuesday, the 7th of March, coinciding with the ingress of Saturn into Pisces, which happens 1 hour after the full moon. So this is close timing astrologically, and it's very, very significant. What we have is a significant lineup of planets and energies in Pisces that are activating our soul's highest calling, our creative vision. And we then have Saturn moving into that space pretty much at the same time as the full moon. Saturn's coming into Pisces. Now, Pisces is opposite Virgo, so there's an axis created here. We've got the full moon in Virgo. We've got the sun and then Saturn coming in and the other planets in Pisces, creating this opposition, creating this this axis where Saturn comes in to Pisces and supports us to do the work of building out the creative foundations for bringing our creative projects into the world and into our lives. We're going to have this strong energy from Pisces. We've got Neptune in Pisces as well. We're going to have this strong energy from Pisces coming in to open up our connection to our spirit guides, our higher self, our ancestors, our intuition, and our soul's highest calling. Now, I spoke about this in the Pisces new moon video a couple of weeks ago, that it's activating this energy of our soul's highest calling. The Pisces new moon happened at 1 degree 22 of Pisces in the astrological chart, and I mentioned then that Saturn is going to come through and activate this degree point in Pisces 3 times this year. So as Saturn comes into Pisces at the same time as the moon is opposite there in Virgo, we have some significant energies happening. We have this opening up to Piscean energy where the soul and our intuition, our spirit guides, our ancestors, those that we walk with, those who walk with us, we're opening up to higher levels of ability to listen, respond, intuit, and create from that higher place of service and that higher soul's calling. And what Saturn is going to do in Pisces is give us the physical and material foundation and the structures and the responsibility to make that happen, to really prioritize our soul's vision, our soul's purpose, and bringing that creative energy into the world. I'm feeling this Saturn in Pisces energy as being a strong energy of co-creation with spirit, where we can really open up to listen to what is wanting to come through us in our visionary writing or our creative projects. And Saturn gives us the groundedness, the responsibility, the energy, and the structure to bring spirit into form. Saturn is about this 3D reality. It's about manifesting in the world through our bodies and into the earth. And Pisces is about calling in and opening up to the higher dimensions and the etheric realm. So what we have with that combination is a strong energy of bringing spirit into form through our creative passions and our creative actions. Whether you're a visionary writer or a creative visionary, this is a really strong and powerful activation time for you to ground your creative vision and bring spirit into form through your creative actions and practices and processes. I'm really excited about this. I feel really passionate about it in my own life, and as well as being able to help more and more of you to bring that creative vision through into the world as a co-creative practice with spirit, bringing spirit into form, getting your words on the page, getting it out there, making it happen, making it real, and having an impact in this world. And how we do that, one really strong energy that's also showing up, a really strong energy signature that's also showing up with this full moon. The full moon is in Virgo. Virgo is bringing us back to our bodies. So whilst we have strong Pisces energies that are calling us out of our bodies into higher realms, we also have strong Aries energies this month that are calling us into that creative fire, that creative action. Now, what Virgo is going to support us with is how we bring that creative action into form and into being, again, without burning out and without burning up. Virgo is here to support us to nurture our own bodies and be really clear and discerning about the direction we're taking in order to bring our creative vision into reality in a way that nurtures and supports us, as well as being in service of others. This is a really strong and important energy signature showing up for creative visionaries and visionary writers at this time, for bringing your project through. And it might be that you have been stuck around this for a long time, not knowing how to bring your project into the world. And the time is, the energies are really aligning to support you and to support us with this work. Knowing that it's our higher calling, knowing that it's our purpose on earth, and being able to begin to use our bodies to bring this energy into form creatively in the ways that come through us uniquely. Virgo, where the full moon will be happening. Virgo is ruled by Venus, and we have right now this very strong conjunction between Venus and Jupiter, both in Aries. Jupiter is magnifying and amplifying those Venus energies of self-care and self-love. And Venus in Aries is inviting us to do things in our own way, to get on with it, to be independent, and to create what we need to create in the world, and to be self-directed. I spoke about this in my last video as well. So we've got a strong energy of support here from Jupiter and Venus in Aries that are lighting up the necessity to take care of our own bodies and our own energy as a priority foundation for then how we create the structures that will bring our creative visions into form, into reality, into manifestation in this world. We all need to take care of our bodies and our own energy, especially if you are a creative visionary. You perhaps are highly empathic, spiritually sensitive. How do we take care of our own bodies and our own energies to support us, to bring our creative visions into manifestation so that we can serve others? That is really the energy, the layers of energy that are going on here with this full moon in Virgo, and as I said, Saturn coming into Pisces and Jupiter and Venus in Aries to support this. It's a strong, strong energy of co-creation with spirit that is founded on what is nourishing and sustainable for our own bodies and our own energies. And that might also include strong boundaries, clear boundaries. Venus is about clarity, clear boundaries about what we do and don't do, what we can and can't give, how we begin to now prioritize this higher calling that we're feeling from the soul to bring our creative passions into form in this world in service of others. These creative visions are not they're not lightweight, they're not it's not we may have had feelings in the past that this is an overindulgence on our part. This is necessary. This is what we are here to do and why we are here to create, how we're here collectively to co-create with each other and with spirit. And now we're getting the energy of alignment to support us with this. So the final thing I want to just reiterate here is that Saturn will be passing over and activating the degree point of the Pisces full moon that we had a couple of weeks ago, where that full moon was really inviting us to get in touch with our soul's highest calling, our soul's highest vision, and start to feel into how we might bring that into the world. Now, Saturn is here specifically to help us bring that into the world. And Saturn's going to do that particularly through this year by activating that particular degree point 3 times this year. And the first time it will travel over 1 degree 22 of Pisces will be on the 19th of March, just around the time of the spring equinox, when everything again moves forward a notch as the sun moves into Aries. And we'll also have a new moon in Aries around then as well. So there's a lot of forward momentum happening here as Saturn makes its first activation of that 1 degree Pisces point. So Saturn moves forward into Pisces and then comes back. And the second time it will activate this 1 degree point, the new moon point, will be on the 2nd and 3rd of October this year, 2023. It will be retrograde and will come back and revisit this creative vision and the ways that we have been putting structures into the world to manifest this into our reality. Are we taking enough self-care? How is our energy? Are we aligned with what we're doing? And where are our priorities? Are we on track to fully manifest our creative vision into reality? Saturn's going to come back and check that with us on 2nd and 3rd of October this year. And then on the 4th and 5th of December, Saturn is going to move forward again across that point and carry us forward into new energies and new directions with this strong foundation for how we will be using our energy more sustainably and more skillfully as creative visionaries, so that we can manifest our soul's highest vision through co-creation into this world. And as we move forward, I've been speaking to a friend recently, Martika, thank you for bringing this to my attention. As we move forward into a co-created world, those of us who are here to co-create with spirit and with each other, we are lighting the way. We're the pioneers to this new way of being, this what I would call through my study and my practice that I was doing for my PhD, active participants in the co-creation of our reality. And the more of us who come online to start to do that, and the more of us who start to share about that, the more that spreads, and the more people become activated, the more we activate each other to support this exponential growth in a co-created reality, where we are the active participants in co-creating what we experience. And I want to just put a little side note with that as well. I'm not talking about the idea that we're these sort of isolated individuals who create our own reality, and everything is how we want it. And if it isn't how we want it, then we're doing something wrong, or we've done something wrong. Co-creation, co-creativity, co-creators, active participation, what that all means to me is that we are in relationship. We're in relationship with each other. We're in relationship together. We're in relationship with spirit. We're in relationship with the whole. I've said this before, there is never a time when we are not co-creating. Anybody, any of us ever, there's never a time when we're not co-creating. We're always co-creating. The question is, how actively and how consciously are we doing that? And we can't always be active and conscious in that, because we're doing it all the time. But what we think, what we feel, what we believe, what we do, what we say, these are all ways that we are manifesting and co-creating our reality. What we see around us exists because collectively, this is what we're co-creating. And so we can begin to shift the pattern of what we are seeing, what we're experiencing, and what we are collectively co-creating, as more and more creative visionaries begin to share our passions, our creativity, our projects, our processes, our vision and our energy with others. We begin to support each other to activate and co-create more intentionally what we are seeing and what we are experiencing. Yeah, so this is a powerful time. I'm glad you're here with me. And I want to move us into our full moon journaling practice for the full moon in Virgo. And we're going to start this one in our bodies. So wherever you are right now, whether you are standing or sitting, I invite you to get in touch with your body. And what I mean by that, what that might look like, is to move your body in whichever ways you can. So at the moment, what I'm doing is a vertical shake, just starting from the feet up, through my ankles, my knees, my thighs, my hips, my belly, my chest, my shoulders, elbows, wrists, fingers, neck, jaw, head. And the more parts of my body I begin to bring into this shake, the more parts of my body I begin to activate energetically. If it's not possible for you to stand, you can shake while sitting. And if it's not possible for you to shake, I invite you to be in touch with your breathing and to fully notice the expansion of your breath into your lungs and throughout every cell of your body as you breathe. You can invite some sound into the out breath. to support our release and to support our activation, our energy shifting and changing. One of, if not the primary way that we renew our energy is through our breath. The more we can let go of what is in our lungs, of what we've been holding in our lungs, the more we let go more fully of the air, really right from the base of the lungs out, the more we empty out the old energy that we've been holding, that's become stagnant, that maybe is a bit tiring, a bit heavy. Empty that out, and we bring in new energy through the next breath. And that is the primary way that we can renew our own energy. So we're going to be shaking, moving, breathing, sounding. I'm really activating the body's energy circuits, and our sense of our own physicality and physical well-being. My feet are planted firmly on the floor, shoulder width apart. And it's just a vertical shake that's coming all the way up through my body, from my feet. And the more I can let my head go with this, the more I can also stop thinking. So when you're ready, we'll begin to gradually bring this shake towards stillness. If you need longer to shake, please pause the video here and carry on. And as we bring our bodies gradually to stillness, we don't stop the shake abruptly. Bring our bodies gradually into stillness. And we put one hand on the belly and one hand on the heart. Close our eyes. Listen to our breathing. And notice. Just being present with how we're feeling. Energetically. Physically. Emotionally. Any thoughts that still might be persisting. Just witness what's there with deep compassion for yourself and gratitude for participating in this practice. And then when you feel ready, and you might want to do this still standing, if you have your pen and paper to hand. Again, we're going to move the pen across the page, whichever way it feels to go. If you're still standing, this could be a very different experience for you. So let the pen just move, maybe fast, maybe slow, doesn't matter where it goes. This is not writing, this is what I call pre-writing, pre-verbal mark making on the page. And if you're not sure what it looks like, it's something like this. Really feeling your connection between the pen and the paper, your body, hand, fingers, shoulders, heart, chest, hips, thighs, knees, feet, breath. Physical connection between your body and the page as your breath moves and as your pen moves and as your mind wanders, maybe settles. Being present with what's there. And when you're ready, allow some words to arrive onto the page through your pen, whatever is there, whatever you're feeling, thinking, sensing. You might start with the words, I notice or I feel. Just briefly touching in with what's present for you right now, what's alive for you right now, how you're feeling in your body, how your creative energy is moving, what you're inspired by. What you're motivated to manifest in this next period of time, especially with this very supportive energy of the Virgo full moon. And if you need longer for this free writing practice, please feel free to pause and come back when you're ready. And we take this into focused writing with our first inquiry. How can I tend to my body to help me ground my creative vision and nurture my creative energy? How can I tend to my body to help me ground my creative vision and nurture my creative energy? So writing with that prompt, whatever comes. How can I tend to my body to help me ground my creative vision and nurture my creative energy? Breathing, noticing your body, bringing your body into this inquiry, being present with your body, with compassion and awareness. And when you're ready for the next inquiry, we're moving our focus to this next inquiry. How am I being invited to expand my self-love and self-value as a foundation to support more aligned creativity? How am I being invited to expand my self-love and self-value as a foundation to support more aligned creativity? So writing with whatever comes. These journaling prompts will also be in the notes below if you need to take a look and anchor yourself into the invitation of these inquiries. Again, staying with your body, your breath, being fully present with yourself as you allow the words to form on the page, whatever is there. And when you're ready for the final inquiry, how can I honor the details, decisions, and discernment that I need to take my creative expansion at my own pace? How can I honor the details, decisions, and discernment that I need to take my creative expansion at my own pace? And again, really bringing our bodies, the fullness of our bodies, the fullness of our life experience into our writing, as we let flow whatever wants to come out onto the page in response, without criticism, without editing, without stopping or correcting. Just let what comes be present for you on the page, and notice, witness, be the witness to yourself with compassion as you once again take this courageous action of showing up and meeting yourself on the page, knowing that this is intentional preparation for calling in and manifesting your soul's creative vision, what you are here to anchor and co-create on this earth at this time. So really giving yourself full self-love, full self-value, and full compassion for what you're feeling and experiencing right now. Feel free to continue with this inquiry, and feel free to revisit these inquiries as we move through the year, and as we move through particularly this week and this month, when these activating energies are very strong. So yeah, feel free to keep coming back to these inquiries and seeing what lands for you each time. And when you're ready, bringing ourselves just a little bit back into our bodies with a stretch and a yawn. Maybe a little bit of touching the skin to reaffirm our own boundaries, ignite our own sensation, our own connection with sensation, sensitivity, sensuality. Like I said, affirming ourselves in our own boundaries. Very much Virgo practices, so you might want to be bringing in more self-touch over this next few days and into this week to help to ground and honor your own sacred fire, your own Kundalini, sexuality, creative energy, life force. It's here for you. You have this creative fire for a reason. You have this creative vision for a purpose. You're here for a purpose. And you're ready to call in the support that you need to help you to activate that purpose and to sustainably ground that manifestation into your life and into the world at this time. You're here for it. You're important. You're valuable. What you do creatively makes a difference, has an impact. And it's time to honor yourself with the self-love and self-worth that will support you to be of greater service in these transformational and transitional times. So thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you for moving through this practice with me today, and sending you lots of love, and I'll see you again soon. You can always come and find me on Facebook and Instagram at Writing Thriving. Like I said, I'll be doing some Facebook Lives during the month of March to help support us all to bring that creative energy into balance so that we can manifest our creative visions into the world. And yeah, I'm always showing up there on social media. Come find me, come and say hello. I'm also at writingthriving.com, and look forward to connecting with you soon. Take care. Lots of love.